BTB listeners, thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Listen, if this episode inspires you, do me a favor, take 5 seconds to shoot me a like and subscribe to the podcast. There are several more exciting guests that are in the pipeline, and I just can't thank you enough for your continued support, and let's keep paying the mission forward.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby.
Welcome to the BTB Project, designed to empower listeners to identify their why and to live their best lives no matter the circumstances. My name is Kollman Gearhart, a former athlete and motivational coach. I've had the opportunity to inspire thousands through my story and help accomplish what they are built to be. You'll be encouraged by each and every episode, and let's get into it.
Yeah, when I blow up, I'ma soar high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land.
In today's BTB Short, we're going to break through barriers. We're going to embrace our scars and become what we are built to be. Today's topic, one I know all too well that I wrestle with primarily in silence. And that's this concept of imposter syndrome. That sneaky voice in your head that says, who do you think you are? You're not good enough. You don't belong in this room. You don't belong on this team, in this classroom. That voice that's inside all of our heads that hold us back. And that voice is something that I've battled in myself. Whether it was when I was a college athlete, heading into that big pitch or sales presentation, sometimes behind this mic, getting on, not knowing what type of episode or content is truly going to resonate with you as the listener. That voice tries to whisper doubt just when you're about to do something great, just when you're about to do something extraordinary. So let's dissect this a little bit. And by the end of this episode, you'll be able to tackle imposter syndrome, know when it comes up, how to handle it. And let's start first with what is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome isn't just self-doubt. It's the belief that your successes are a fluke, that you're just faking it till you make it. Even when you've earned a seat at the table, even when you've accomplished a lot of extraordinary things, you just don't give yourself any credit. You think that you're not good enough. You question your wins. You downplay any achievement that you have. And deep down, you're scared that someone's going to find you out. Tell you something real quick. You can't fake consistency. You can't fake hard work. If you've shown up when no one else would, you've already proven yourself to be an extraordinary person. This whole concept of what are you built to be is the definition, is the moment that absolutely lap smashes imposter syndrome. So now that we know what imposter syndrome is, how do we overcome it? I'm going to give you 5 steps on how to make sure imposter syndrome, when it creeps up, you have the arsenal in your tool bag to overcome it, to conquer it. Let's take these moments of fear, anxiety, or insecurity, and let's make that be the fuel that drives us forward in our built to be journeys. First and foremost, name it when you feel it. Say it out loud. When you know imposter syndrome's coming on, call it out. This is imposter syndrome. Verbalize it. just calling it out takes away a lot of its power. Those moments where you let things fester on the inside of you, our mind plays tricks on us. That festering will lead to this cycle of taking anything that's positive in your life and slowly beginning to add cancer to it because of the imposter syndrome. Our arsenal begins with keeping a wins folder. What have you done that you're so unbelievably excited that you've been able to accomplish that? Every testimonial, every thank you text, every closed deal, any personal win, screenshot it, write it down. And when that imposter syndrome voice starts creeping in, open that folder, open that journal, and remind yourself of who you are. You know, after you're done with high school or college, you go out into the real world, apply for jobs. You have to submit a resume. Our resume is a snapshot of our professional accomplishments, things that we've done, results that we've produced. Have you ever done a sincere, honest resume of you? Not your professional career, but your life. Create that wins folder and remind yourself who you are. We need to stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Social media has this power over us that constantly puts us into comparison mode. Your chapter 2 in your life is someone else's chapter 22. So no matter where you are, it's your book. We love good books because we love the story, the characters, the details about what's going on in that book. Don't compare your chapters to other people's chapters. Stay in your lane. Run your race. Next, you got to ask yourself, what would you say to a friend? We beat ourselves up way harder than anyone else. We are our own worst enemies. We are our own worst critics. But what if you flipped the script and start being your own coach, not your own critic? I often say that these podcasts are sometimes more for me than anybody else who listens to it, because I want to get into the habitual habit of making sure that I'm not only keeping a wins folder, that I'm not only keeping imposter syndrome at bay, but I'm believing that I am on my built to be journey to do impossible things. Impossible is nothing. That is not just a mantra. That is something that I'm living through each and every one of these episodes. So what would you say to a friend about who you are, about who you're built to become, about what you've been able to accomplish? That can crush imposter syndrome. Continue to stack proof and not perfection. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present and prepared to take on life. Stack reps, stack experience, stack proof that you belong exactly on the road that you're walking. There's a shift that's changing everything right now. And here's really the mindset that flipped the switch for me when it comes to imposter syndrome. God doesn't make mistakes. If I'm in that room, I'm meant to be in that room. I can remember countless deals as a sales professional where I walked into the room and I knew exactly that's where I was supposed to be. You're not an accident. You're not lucky. You're not just here by chance. You were placed here where you are on purpose, for a purpose. So stop auditioning for a role you already have. You have been signed, sealed, and delivered to be able to live this life to the best of your ability. You've been given ample opportunities to achieve, to conquer, to overcome, to not be discouraged, to do something great, to celebrate wins, to minimize losses, to learn from those mistakes. That's what you're called to do. So ultimately, imposter syndrome, we have 5 ways to tackle it. Name it when you feel it. Keep that wins folder or journal. Stop comparing your behind the scenes to others' highlight reels. Ask yourself, what would I say to a friend? And stack proof and not perfection. So do me a favor. Grab a piece of paper, open that notes app on your iPhone, and I want you to write down 5 wins that you've had over the past 90 days. I don't care how big or small the wins are, but times where you showed up, times where you did hard things that no one thought you could do, including yourself. Then I want you to send me that list. Drop me a DM on Instagram. Write me a comment on this podcast episode. I want to celebrate the wins from you as the listener. Seriously. What are you built to be? What are you built to become? Share those built to be journey wins with me so we can celebrate it. And listen, if you know someone who is battling imposter syndrome, share this episode with them. Remind them that they're not alone. Everybody faces imposter syndrome and that they're built for more despite the turmoil or pain or suffering that they're currently experiencing. We're not just here to fit in anymore. We're here to stand out. We're here to fight forward, and we're here to break through. As always, I'm proud of each and every one of you. Always be real, always stay humble, and always be yourself. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, take care.